fifth girl. And September 15th, which is like less than 2 weeks from now, the 50th anniversary of the Birmingham church bombings, which 4 young girls were killed. It's a pretty well-known episode in our history. What most people don't know is that there was a 5th girl in the church basement that day, and she survived, and she's alive today. I've had the privilege of meeting her. She's a really remarkable person. She's gotten kind of the short shrift of history, as if, surviving was some sort of a crime or something. But the things that she has seen and the things that she's endured, her sister and her friends were killed in a flash, but the 5th girl's had 50 years of remembering, seeing her sister and her friends murdered in front of her, being grievously injured herself, seeing the farce of a state trial in which all the bombers were acquitted, and then waiting 40 years until the bombers were brought to trial under federal civil rights charges and put away in jail. So she's lived a remarkable life. She lost an eye in the bombing, and it immediately occurred to me, that the reason she was spared an eye, was to be a witness, and that's really what I think her role is. So anyway, this is for Sarah Collins Rudolph. And she was the 5th girl in the Birmingham church bombing. I've put this poem in rhymes because it's my fond hope that someday it might be used to teach school children the story of the 5th girl. Though she only has one eye, she sees more than you and I. I wish we all could see the things that Sarah sees. There was her sister, and there were her friends. In the basement of the church, they would soon have to mend. Her sister was so patiently fixing another girl's sash, an act of human kindness so much brighter than the flash. Then the hands of angels lifted her from the dark, and though she suddenly was blind, she saw the heavenly sparks that lighted all things holy and made life brilliant. Saw Jesus walk among us and how his grace is spent. She saw the killers snicker as they got off scot-free. She saw the grievous hurt that came to her family. She saw what Christ would do, and that was good enough for her. She forgave the evil killers who had tried to murder her. And in that act of mercy, the country was redeemed and freed to live the way its makers had foreseen. And in that total freedom, we all began to heal. And Sarah saw life ahead, a life no one could steal. And the evil fog it lifted, but sometimes not in full. And Sarah saw the hearts of men give up the terrible. She saw wandering in the sands that took all of 40 years. The killers didn't snicker a new judgment of their peers. She saw a life of wisdom, though bitterly won, a family and a church, a husband and a son. She saw a thing no one could see in our wildest imagination. She saw an African American become the leader of our nation. And though she sees forgiveness, she does not see forget. She will witness all the killers into each of their graves yet. And looking far beyond that, at what we all could be, I wish we all could be so wise to see what Sarah sees.